Hey,
Hi,
y'all.
everyone. Well, welcome to the Soapwire podcast brought to you by the TV Cave. And this is where you're going to get our thoughts on our stories. Soapwire is brought to you by, well, I should say it is brought to you by the TV Cave, but it's also sponsored by Katie Waltman Julie.
Okay. Okay.
Okay. And Katie Waltman Jewelry offers handcrafted pieces from stockable rings, gold-filled bracelets to personalized charm necklace featured in style Oprah.com and worn by celebrities such as Molly Sims. So go right on ahead to KT with an IE Waltman MAN.com and use our promo code SOAPWIRE. And let's really get into it. Also, Soapwire is one word together, not apart.
Not a
Thank
part.
you. Thank you for that, girlie. Really quickly. So I am Ashley Sheree, and this is
Hey, y'all. It's your girl, Deneen.
well, let's right get into it. I have to state that it has been work crazy. Your girl works two jobs, damn near three. So I am trying to keep up with life right now. Um, So this might be a short episode. And also as a woman, we go through things. So I'm kind of going through that right now too. And I'm not in the best shape right now. So with that being said, it might be a
We're
short
gonna give you
episode.
what we got.
It-
Okay. On
period. Thank you for that.
honestly, honestly. And then full transparency, y'all, like Ashley saying, we have been trying our hardest to keep schedules together every week. Like, we're in different time zones. Like, I
That
got
part.
4 jobs over here. Like, that should
It's a
be an
lot.
episode too. Like, adulting inflation is real. We got to work
Yeah. Where
all
is
these hours,
the
all these different jobs. Like, my
gotta
job
make
got
a
a job,
living?
whatever. So,
Not too
there
far.
may be a period. Maybe we should do a poll too. Like, there may be a period of maybe like a every other week.
Hmm. Yeah, it's a
Like, yeah,
possibility. And
the
we'll
possibility.
always let you know too, we are taking off. So there is, and with that, noting there might be next week, since also noting there is no BTG this week. Oh my God, we'll talk about that next. We might either skip next week or I might be doing it solo. So if an episode does not drop, then you are kindly aware that we have skipped. There are some vacations coming up. Your girl over here is going to Costa Rica with her boo. So you know what I'm saying? Like we have to see we have to see how it works out. But
Like,
we're
what
gonna
time?
figure it out. You know what I'm saying? We got like what, 7 jobs between us. Yeah. So there's like that part. But let's get into the breaking news. As I stated previously, there was no VTG this week, which was so weird to me. So right now we're recording on Tuesday for it to drop tomorrow, Wednesday, 8 a.m. as you usually know if you listen or watch us on YouTube. I was definitely surprised by no BTG, and it's just weird because Young and the Restless and Bold and the Beautiful still have brand new episodes. So what
Yeah,
was
and
the
they
reason?
have episodes recorded. Like, you all
And
have episodes in the vault.
yes, from what I've heard, they're 4 months ahead. Um,
Okay.
some people mentioned, I forgot who it was. I know I like to cite my sources, but listen, I got an elephant brain, but it ain't that damn big. So basically, they were saying that they were wondering if they were going into like Days territory because Days of Our Lives is actually 10 months ahead. Once Days of Our Lives goes on break, they might be back down to like 8 or 7, but they're
Mm.
currently 10 months ahead. So they were wondering if they delayed it to kind of stop them from being ahead so much. But I also saw someone say, what, 5 days isn't gonna matter. And low key, I'm kind of like, yeah, that matter, yeah.
Agreed. And my mama was so funny. She like, why they keep going on vacation? I'm like, girl, they
It's
working every
CBS.
day. Like,
Yeah, we don't know. There was no clear explanation. People were thinking that it was soccer and it wasn't. So we don't know, but we do hate it
right.
because one thing about soap fans and our stories, we were very loyal. Like even as a
Yeah.
child, I hated preemptions. I'm like, the news comes on later. I can just see it on the news. No, full damn well, I was not gonna watch no damn news as a child and a teenager. But like, I want to see my soaps. And then they don't put it on at 3 o'clock in the morning like they used to
They
do.
don't.
Yes, I
don't.
used to
They
get up at 3 o'clock in the
don't.
morning as a child
I
and watch General
too.
Hospitals. Don't play with me.
I too used to watch. I too.
I was so excited. And I vividly, this is the crazy thing. I vividly have a memory of watching Jax and Brenda dance. You know, when they actually used to take them away and go on locations and they were at this building or whatever. I know it's a clip somewhere, but I remember watching it at 3 o'clock in the morning. So, like, don't play with me with my soaps. And that was like probably like 96. I was 10. So, revealing my age. Ooh, scratch it.
Oh, is that a yawn? See y'all.
Oh man, that's the life. Well, yeah, so I don't know. And also, General Hospital has finally let Eva LaRue go. You know, loved her as Maria Santos. I thought she was good on Young and the Restless too, as a matriarch of I think it was a the Ramos family. But dang, I forgot their names too. But I think it's time for her character to go. It wasn't a real like character. It was not a needed character. So that also frees up some more money. Once they had JJ leave, now Natalia left. Now we just need to get Cameron Matheson out and we Gucci. Sorry, I'm not coming for your job, sir, but your character is trash. Basura.
I'm wondering if this is why it's lackluster right
Oh.
now because there's a lot of characters on the screen that we feel like they could do without.
Uh yeah.
Like we really are like not excited, I want to say.
No,
But
people
we're like we're
aren't.
saying we're loyal. We're not excited, but we're loyal, you know? So
Yeah.
we shall
So
see.
we shall definitely see because some of the recasts they do hit, some don't. I love Rory Gibson as Michael. I've said this before. I never knew that he had all of this in him. Young and Restless really fumbled him as Noah. Like
Yeah, Dark
he's
Michael.
he's really leading story right now, and he could have been doing the same thing as Noah Newman. But obviously, Young and the Restless loss is General Hospital's gain right now. So, shout out to him for that. I do like Braylon as Emma. Still love Brooklyn as well. She used to play Emma too, but she's good. And nobody can talk about Alexa Havens. I love her, so I don't want to hear it. So like, again, Lulu gets on my nerves, but
I
like,
don't sound like Lulu, but Alexa is on the
yeah, like I can't stand Lulu, but I love Alexa. So if she gets a pass, just based off of that. So yeah, I don't know. Whatever. Yeah, that's just how they do it. So let's go right on to BTG, Beyond the Gates, our favorite soap opera. I'm still like caught on all of the men being in cahoots. I think that was probably, and I know we touched on that too last week, probably just one of the greatest twists that they had. And it really not kind of, it really engrosses me to figure out like what's gonna happen next. Like it makes me excited. And it's just like, I don't know, it's like back in the day where the whole canvas is involved. That's what it feels like. That's what it is.
I love how it shows the connections. Like, you
Hmm.
know, like you said, when everybody becomes involved, I love a good hostage, hotel, hospital takeover, something.
Hmm.
And to see all of the men in the screen on the screen like that. And I love Ted's involvement. Like you needed a plastic
Yes.
surgery. He did the surgery. Like
Girl,
everybody had a role. I was like, oh, I like
when
that.
them women find out,
But Anita know.
but
Anita
Anita
just don't
does
know he's
know.
back. Anita doesn't know that he's
But
back and he's causing all this problems.
but how's Nicole gonna handle that her mother knew? Ooh, her mother, her husband, then Danny, like Danny, she doesn't know, but she's got to find out that her former husband, her parents, like it's a lot. It's a messy, Smitty, Jacob family is involved. Ooh, child. Mm.
Kitty and Jacob gonna figure everything out. They
Yeah,
need to
they're
tell them.
already working like in cahoots to try and they know something is up. And the thing is a cop and how are they gonna marry a cop and a journalist? And put so this low key Vernon was probably like, this is what my grandchildren do. Like they marry these type of people. They good people, but goddamn, like now we in trouble. So
Journalist, a surgeon, and a lawyer. Y'all good to go. Y'all ain't gotta leave the house.
basically like
Call each other
winning.
and a therapist. all in the family.
All
Another
in
Lori.
it. Girl, whew, but it's so great. And also like Vernon, I felt like he pulled out his OG card with Bill, like forget, bro. Like this, that's what I felt like when he
He
was
sung
talking to
him.
Bill.
He
He sung
did.
the
He
mess out
sung.
of him. Yeah.
I loved it.
Did he say something about him coming in there with like his beat up car? I was like, okay, see, and that's the North remembers. So that was it. I loved it. Give me OG Vernon all day, every day. Give me spicy Vernon. Give me, let me tell you something. I'm gonna tell your ass off, Vernon. Like I loved it. So
I think too, like to go back to your question as far as what is Nicole going to say when she finds out. I feel like we've been fighting so long for us to be able to hear Nicole's voice,
yep, her
but I
voice.
don't like what they're choosing to use her voice for. Like
Okay.
she's being more vocal for everybody else's issues but her own.
Yep.
And I've been trying not to like overanalyze her with my therapist brain, but it's like you feel like you don't have control over your life, so you're trying to control everybody else's.
Yeah. Which I can see. Like, I mean, in all honesty, yeah, she doesn't have any control. She thought everything was great. She was lied to, and now this is gonna compile it even more because now my parents is lying to me too. Now it's gonna be like, now who can I really turn to? Because she's already feeling some type of way towards Danny. And
Yes,
I did appreciate Anita telling her like it really isn't your business. They're grown.
that's true. I did. I really did enjoy her conversation with Anita, and I enjoyed her conversation with
With
Ted.
Danny. Yeah, I love that too because
Ted
Danny thought
hated
she
that
was gonna
ass
get
up.
it, and that was no,
No,
mama
she
agrees
was
with
like,
you.
yes. She was like, "Are you happy?" I mean, he's cute. Yeah, yeah, he's saying,
Exactly.
"Mama."
He is cute. That boy is fine.
Mom was like, "Are you happy? Well, if you happy, you happy." Okay, big.
Hmm.
And I really enjoyed Nicole's conversation with Ted because Ted basically
Woo.
told her, "Your family is your family. Everybody human. Stop, acting like they can't make mistakes." And
That was
she needed to hear
needed.
that.
Oh my goodness, their scene was so spicy. So like of course like the week before we had them and the stare down and I felt so much chemistry and like sexual tension there. And then the following week then we have him kind of like going like not going in on her, but just basically like low key. You know how that time where a man will put you in your place sometimes when he tired when you just doing too much low key. So that's what it felt like. I mean, he low key was like, I'm putting my foot down. This is what it is. And it wasn't about him and his wrongdoings. Like, and that's not what it's about. It's just about the other situations and how that is impacting, their family too as well. So I was just kind of looking at it at both ends because now I'm gonna take the cheating situation out and just look at it as that whole thing with Danny, Andre, and how it may be affecting her children that she doesn't even really
Yeah.
see it. Because sometimes things like that do happen.
Yeah, you have these expectations that you want them to live up to, and it's causing anxiety and pressure because it's not really them as people.
Mm.
I'm hoping
And then
I have clients all day, y'all. If I'm still in therapist mode, I am so sorry.
listen, it happens. Like my mind is so going about work because I have like my job is about like 7 o'clock. We're gonna have to get up because we gotta watch Love Island, and I'm very disappointed in Love Island. Like this season is basura, trash. So upset. So we're not even gonna get. So we're gonna be moving a little bit faster to on today as well. But yeah, like I just I did appreciate the conversation with them too. And
Yeah,
it's just like it I don't feel like they have enough scenes with Nicole and Ted like they should. Also, shout out to them for giving us a break on Leslie. We needed a break. So that was needed. Thank you.
yeah,
I think we only
yeah,
saw her one time last week and I was
yeah.
like a plus.
I agree.
Thank
I
you for
agree.
that.
She out here. Everybody know that it's you, girl. Like, why you trying to act like it's not? Everybody know it's you. But
Yeah, let's stop playing.
we saw her, and we also saw Haley the liar. Now,
Yes.
I'm going to say Haley the liar because you didn't want the ultrasound, sis.
That's
After you
weird.
lied, you told Bill, "Oh, we had the ultrasound, everything checked
Hmm.
out, the heartbeat, everything." How many weeks are you? One.
10. It's 10. So you just throwing out numbers. It's in the shape of what did she say? An apricot or what was it? Something, some type of fruit. Like she had her lives together, honey. So that's why I like, and that's soap right there because even the whole scene. Okay, so let's backtrack. So we already had Danny and Bill having a conversation, and it looked like they, reached somewhere, some common ground, some understanding. I will never say that those two do not have chemistry, but I do not want Danny with Bill at all. That
I
ship
don't
has
either.
sailed.
We
Like,
seen DeAndre on this side of the camera the same way we seen Nicolandria, but we not gonna even get into
oh,
it when we go there
oh,
today. I'm not
oh.
gonna sit here and do it. We not gonna do it because I just triggered Ashley, y'all.
If you are listening on the stream sites, I just had like a whole moment because Nicolandria is why I am about to stop watching Love Island right now because the producers are playing with my feelings and my hopes and dreams. So there goes that.
I'm back.
Back to the stories. I just don't want that. I don't want it. I don't like the way Bill and they have been drilling in our heads that he was cheating on her for the entire marriage. Why would I want them together? Like
Man,
why? Even they cute and all and they look nice, but no, not when there is Andre. Andre, you pissing me off too
he
now.
better tighten up. But Andre, baby, I'm gonna hold your hand when I say this. Okay, tighten up,
And the
tighten
thing
up.
The thing, okay, and this is what I got. Okay, so see, we about to start jumping all over the place. But so let me finish this. All right. So yeah, so over there, Helly peeps the car. Bill has already left. She goes over there. They have their usual sparring. Because
And then,
they both of them love to go over each other's house and
oh, the
go in.
baby, oh,
But
the baby.
then that happens. She brings it to the hospital, trying to reach Bill, who's too busy scheming, to answer. So, obviously she's like, and then Danny had all of these lines and Visifetus and all of this other stuff. And low key, she was right, and she was getting on the character's Ashley's nerve because she wanted to know. And I was like, I can't tell you. You want me to
But
violate HIPAA
Ashley
laws?
saw, Ashley peeped
She
because she
did.
started to raise concern and questions as well when she saw that that girl didn't get that ultrasound.
Exactly. So of course, finally Bill comes, woo 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 to old girl, lays into Danny, and this is why once again I said I cannot have them together. And then, as they leave, and this is also where Andre is getting annoyed again too, because he's just like, damn, we just had this conversation, and here you go chasing after Bill and Haley again. So this is the
Again,
and that's the only reason why low key I can kind of give him a pass because he keeps trying. And every time he turns around, she's over there running after them. So there's that. Ashley does ask the other nurse, and she said that the nurse says that, oh, she declined the ultrasound. She's like, because I couldn't find ultrasound. She's like, oh, she declined it. Ding, ding, ding. Now it's like, oh, okay, girl, you are lying. Because at first I was like, I don't really know if she's lying or not yet, so I'm gonna wait and I'm gonna watch it play out. And of course, homegirl is definitely because if you are cramping and you're pregnant, what mom in their right mind is not getting an ultrasound to make sure that that heartbeat is still beating the way it needs to? You're
and
a
I feel like
liar,
the doctor was even very just like
General.
very general, very
Mm,
just like, yeah, she's fine, not they're fine. The baby is like, not Ashley, what's her name? Haley gave the update on the baby.
yep.
The doctor didn't mention anything about the baby. She like,
Nothing.
oh yeah, everything's there. Da, 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 da. And my nurse brain was kicking in, and I was like, no, I don't think that sounds right. And Bill, you got kids, like,
Mm-hmm.
but I think that he's going to be the one to pull the plug on all of it. Like he's going to peep game. What
Ooh.
he's going to do when he peep, I don't know if he's going to peep game and then like he gonna lose all his marbles, throw his cane when he find out about DeAndre. And I think that the timing, like I can see him finding out that Haley's lying, goes to Danny and sees Danny with Andre.
Ooh, I would love that. That would be so spicy, juicy, and popcorny. Like, I would love it. I would eat it up. Yummy. I do need that to happen.
We shall
So,
see.
And then you got Ashley low key begging Andre for a date. Like, this is, a test trial run. Da da da. Girl, you just broke up with your man that you so quote unquote love so damn much, but you're asking Andre for a date already? Like, has like what? I was like, okay. So like I knew he was gonna say yes eventually just because I feel like BTG is forcing Ashley and Andre on us when we really don't want it. I feel like we are the children who don't eat vegetables and they keep wanting to shove it down our throats. And we're like, no.
I love that analogy. Because they have zero chemistry. I don't even want to see, like, I will watch a sex scene with them just to see what it's like. But I feel
Just
like I'm gonna be
saying.
the whole time making faces.
Like, this ain't all
Mm.
that. Like, I could see that too, because like if we don't see it already, like we didn't even see anything in her dream for him. And I was just like, okay, girl. Like that was literally how I felt. Like I don't see
Okay.
not a nothing. Like,
Okay.
yeah,
It was
yeah,
boring.
like what is that? Versus the scenes that he be having with Danny? Do you think that is anything? Girl, bye. Like, mm-mm. So I knew he was gonna accept. So, but I just like while he's pissing me off, then in same token, I had to put myself with devil's advocate and be like, well, girl, she keep Danny do keep chasing after Bill and Haley. Like, so how long would you still, be
I see
on?
that. I see that as well. And so maybe this will be the conversation that they need to be like, yeah, I want you, you want me. Like, let's
Cause you saw
stop.
that preview, Danny's about to lose her shit, and I'm like, that girl is crazy. Like, you seen how she treat Bill, and she ain't even
Crazy.
said she
He
love you
like that.
yet.
He like that shit though. Like he like that. He like that excitement. Spicy.
He loves the spiciness. Oh, and then the Cat and Eva situation. I don't know. And I keep saying this, like, I'm still a fan of Eva, fan of both Cat and Eva. But and I said this before, and people can disagree. I don't care. In my opinion, and everybody has theirs. But Eva does need to like bring it on down a notch. Like you did wrong. Like it was you,
Okay, you feel
girl.
like she's not humble.
Not at all. And I
I
said
get
this too
that.
before. She needs to be humble. Like
Get that. She's not humble. She's not remorseful.
she did remorse. She's not remorseful like at all. Like you did wrong. You did wrong. And low key, you're almost chasing after Tomas now too. Everyone is giving her so much grace, but they don't essentially give the same grace to Kat. You know what I'm saying? Like she always gets downplayed, talked about, you know what I'm saying? Like things in that. I mean, talked about to her face, like you need to calm down type of thing. But like still, it's a lot. And then look at Kat. She still has to ride in on a horse because one, she loves her dad, even though she's not effing with him right now. And two, she loves and appreciates the individuals that he works with. She gonna make sure that they get paid because it's not gonna go well for both of them if it doesn't. So like, let me help my dad out. And I know you may be my sister, but I still ain't effing with you like that. But like,
Yeah.
I don't feel like Eva's really like taking it in because she didn't have to do that either. So you
So,
figure it out on your own. Because I know me and my petty side, I'm not helping her. I don't know what you're gonna do, Dad, because it ain't me. You better hire somebody to do it because it ain't me. So yeah. Do you still have any thoughts on like Eva and Kat too as well on that whole Tomas?
Tomas don't want Cat.
He don't.
Tomas want Eva. And I
He
feel
do.
like we said by the end of the summer, July, you
Oh.
said July sweeps. I was like, by the end of the summer, it's gonna be like a blackout or something, like a heat wave or something. They're gonna be stuck together like a storm or something. Y'all don't disappoint me.
You want either a natural disaster of some sort, car
I would be so
crashes, train
excited.
crashes, hurricanes, tornadoes. Like,
Yes,
give it to
that's
me.
when true feelings come out. When you feel like you stuck and the world about to go crazy. Like
Give it to us. Give it to
they need
us.
some rain in Fiji. They need a tornado in Fiji or something. Maybe basically what we need. I don't know. But I just
Jeremiah needs to come back and get Adrena. Pepe, how could you?
Oh, what are you thinking? Okay, okay.
Yeah, sorry. We
Y'all, we
might
gonna do
go
a
back
Love
and
Island
forth. Yeah,
episode. We gonna do a Love Island
we
episode.
got
Probably
to.
like before the finale. We'll do one.
We should have did
But
it when they dropped the Nicolandria episodes. You don't kiss somebody like that, and
just feel like this episode tonight better not replace movie night. I don't. Yesterday
I
it could
was
have been
thinking
an
it would. I was thinking they would replace the Twitter one.
okay, but
So
it's their version because
yeah,
they were like,
yeah.
I don't
So
know.
I'm scared too. I was like, I remember talking to the group chat. I was like, yeah, you think they're gonna get rid of Twitter and movie night? And then I saw that they did the mail, and I was like, ooh, that might be Twitter that they're getting rid of. Because I mean, people do be like mean, and I'm praying that they
Choose
still
what
do
you're
movie night.
picking.
They
You
need
don't
to
have to
show
pick
that
them
kiss,
anymore.
huh?
They Sierra needs to have seen that kiss before they got closed off.
She
Sierra needs
needs to
to
see
have
that
seen that
kiss.
because like
You don't
they
suck
can
no man
say they
bottom
don't
lip
like
like
each other
that,
all
and
y'all
we
want to
just
say.
friends.
I'm not this. I'm delusional, but I'm not this damn delusional
Okay.
because he don't like that girl. He kissed her hand once. He kissed Landry twice. He licked that girl toes. Like
Toes. Do you understand what that means? First of all, homeboy said, we're not gonna kiss anybody. We're not kissing anybody. And he still found a way to put his mouth on Alandria. See, all right, yeah, we're gonna stop. We're gonna stop talking about because we know we got some more stories to
I'm
get through.
over here seeing red. like what I tell you, I've neglected like I need to start preparing better for Love Island. Like my 6 weeks, I need to have meal prep, have my maid come in like
Girl,
before
yes.
everything done because hey, this is a full-time job.
Yep, it really is. Love Island is the thing. Like you'll lose sleep over it. I'm trying to think of another show that I actively lost sleep over. Oh, Orange is the New Black because I would try to watch it completely and Love is Blind. Yes. I used to
Love is
I had an
blind.
alarm clock for the first season to wake up at 3 a.m. I was not playing. Like I was
I
gonna see
don't
it.
think we've been this united since Fantasia was on American Idol. And we saw the movie come out and they was calling her Big Lip Tasia. Like
Yeah,
this is the last time that America was united like this.
like the
Like
okay,
you
that
got
part.
and not even just America, you got people in other countries talking about hashtag Nicolandria. When they get up out that villa, and I
Woo!
like
The
Sierra, you's a
edits.
lovely girl. Sierra, you are a lovely girl. That's just
Yeah,
not
she's
your
lovely. She's
man.
amazing. But sorry, we got to go back. We because we got to end
That's
soon, so
just
we
not
got to
your
go
man.
back.
Because we
This
got
is
somewhere to
like we're
go. We
sorry,
got somewhere
y'all.
to
We
go.
are
I
so
gotta go.
sorry.
Okay.
We
Okay. I don't have anything
I
else
need to
beyond this.
put little note 5 minutes talk about Love Island really quickly. Okay, so anyways, going to Bold. So Bold is still gonna Bold. You already know they're gonna have the same storylines going over and over and over again, just like Ryan are with Dumas. So currently, right now, unfortunately, it's still like the Luna train. So Will is, was
So
like,
like you said, they're gearing up for Steffi to leave. Like they're gearing
basically,
up for Steffi to go have her baby.
yeah, yeah, for Jackie to go on maternity leave. So basically, that Will's like, I'm gonna set her up. He goes, of course, under Luna figures out it's a ruse and it doesn't work. We knew that was gonna happen. Um, she's just a crazy girl, and that's just what it is. Part of me would have rathered her really focus in more on Hayes.
Yeah.
Granted, they have brought someone on to play Hayes a little bit older. She's infiltrating his daycare, his school. That they even moved it to a new location to get away from her. Homegirl still found it, but I felt like she should have zoned in more entirely, not on Steffi, but on Hayes, and just be like, you know what, since I can't have my father, Hayes can't either. Like that's more of how I kind of like wanted it because obviously like that's going to hurt Steffi more and it also could have also allowed Steffi to like leave like I'm taking Hayes like we're going to go away for a little bit or like go on this adventure like I'm going to find my
Yeah.
son like something like that but can't be different so
We can't get nothing. We can't
yeah
get nothing.
um
I feel like Lunatic Luna. I did like how they put Will in this storyline, and
mhm
he was like, all this started with my father. Like,
yep
I did like that. I did like that. I like the Bill reference, and then I like the lecture. Oh my God, you better say Will. Everybody says to say Will, and I was like, Alexa, I ain't seen you in a while. Hey, you look healthy. Hey, like, come on, young adults. I love it. I love when it gets screen time. But I also, we knew that Luna was going to run to who?
Sheila yeah so
we talked about that last week. Like Deacon and Sheila have been too happy, like domestic, like very just
This is their
immaculate.
storyline, really, if we're going to be honest. This is to give Sheila something to do.
Hmm.
To give Sheila something to do and also allow Jackie to leave from maternally. So like they're trying to kill two birds with one stone, not understanding that most fans could give two squats about the character of Sheila. To me, Sheila is irredeemable, and that's just and I stand on that. You can't shoot your own son and his wife, take the rings and like if she would have called 911 and it was a mistake, that then it probably I felt like it would have been a little bit different. But the fact that
Yeah.
she like set up a whole plan after it was done, I can't rock with that. So yeah, I thought she would have been gone. Sheila needed a shelf life. She's a villain, not this whole turnaround. So that's just on that. We gotta
The
talk about.
triangle. What, the triangle? There's no longer a triangle?
No. No. Oh God. And then they got Taylor asking Ridge to marry her. And I'm just like, we are still 35 years old.
Like stand up. Stand I mean, but he said yes. Are they gonna actually make it down the aisle?
And I bet you, like, I bet you Brooke gonna go somewhere with freaking Nick and he gonna run after her because he's already like jealous. Like, he feels that is the only man I feel like that truly gets under Ridge's skin. I think it's
Mm.
because, like, he knows low key the only
That's the
person.
competition. The only one that she had care about other than him.
Exactly that true and because Nick Maroney loves Brooke down. Like there's no Nick Maroney doesn't have it where he's going to be conflicted anymore.
Yeah.
Granted, he was married to her daughter. They had a good storyline too, though. He was married to her daughter, but once he set his eyes on Brooke, like that was it. Whereas Ridge, low key, Brooke has two. I believe it Bill too, even though he was with Katie, which I didn't like either. And then not to didn't like that Bill went from sisters. That's what I should say that I didn't like. Should have left him alone with Katie. And then Nick, using Brit. Damn, like, come on, Brooke. Like, you mess with your sister's husband, your daughter's husband, your daughter's boyfriends. Like, oh, jeez.
Yeah.
Like, I can't stand you, girl, no more. Like, it's just bad. But I just feel like Bill and Nick just love Brooke down. And granted, Bridge does love her, but he's always caught in the middle between her and Taylor. I'm so tired of that story. Like I really, really am. I'm tired of it. Yeah, so of course she like asked him to marry and she said yes. Nick overheard and he runs and tells Brooke and then it's like woo woo woo, woe is me. And then
But then
now
Brooke still wanted to like I don't want to say the word beg, but beg.
yeah, she begged. Yeah, you're right.
It's like my future isn't here. Like your past, your present, probably your future, and maybe a couple of months down the line. If someone Taylor piss you off, who you gonna go to?
You already know. But as soon as
So,
you feel like she getting too close to Nick, what you gonna do? You know what I'm saying? Like, and that's why
but
low key Steffi be pissing me off trying to push them together. There would be no way in hell I would ever push my mother to get back with my father after he did all of that stuff to her. Absolutely
no, for
not.
real. No, for real. So
Especially after you get of a big old age as Steffi and you realize like what relationships are. Insanity. But yeah. Moving, let's mosey on along. To days. Okay, so like I know we have a lot of stuff going on in days. Shout out to the new regime. They have some issues, but to me, I feel like it's good. They dropped the summer trailer. When is the last time a soap dropped a summer freaking trailer? 2 minutes? Two. So go check that out on Days Peacock on IG. Loved it. But this week the week before we saw that Tony was trying to pull in Damaris to kind of really get back to the Demira company, everything like that. But um Chad is like, no, I let that go. And EJ's like, no, I'm trying to get the hospital. But I don't feel like Tony's gonna give up. I
no.
think it looks like he's gonna pull some other people in it and like make it happen. I was wondering too. I do think Kristen should have been in that scene though as well. But that is just me. Cat 2, I think like another reveal is coming with her being an agent. It looks like her and Rafe are gonna start working. I don't really have any thoughts on those two things particularly, but I did enjoy seeing Andrew and Paul get married. That is, the son of John Black, and Andrew is like a Brady, not like, but he is a Brady, a Donovan. His parents are a super couple as well, Kimberly and Shane. So it was nice to
Yeah.
have Shane near and to see his son get married and also to see Shane with his grandson Tate. I thought the wedding was really, really like nice and poignant. It's still well, during that time it was still Pride Month. The only thing I was like, well, why didn't they kiss? Because you can't tell BTG nothing. Okay. They gay couples, lesbian couples, they gonna kiss. So shout out to them for that. Like they gonna show the representation, period. So but it was kind of weird because Javi and Leo always kissing. So I just thought it was odd that they didn't.
Especially because this was your Pride Month highlight.
Exactly.
So
Yeah, that was just weird. Colton Little, who plays Andrew, did say it wasn't a script, but for some reason it was taken out. So who knows? That's on them. And also Rachel decided to tell Marlena about what she saw. I love how Marlena is in so many different stories now.
yeah,
Future
she
better
is.
get it.
And it's involved in like everything that's going on with Johnny.
Mm-hmm. It's a lot going on with Johnny, and I did like how her and Roman came together for their grandson too. That was good. Yeah. So of course he said he didn't do it, but with everyone talking about it, Rafe went to Jada, of course, and he shouldn't have done that. With the whole Rachel telling Marlena, of course it was gonna get out, so now Johnny's arrested, and also like Paulina saying that they needed to arrest him too was insane to me as well. So we're gonna see how this goes. But low key, I did ask for friction.
We did, and
I, especially with Paulina and Chanel. And it looks like Chanel gonna stand on business on this one. As I would too. Like, why would you do that? That's my husband. Fuck being a mayor.
let's say also Chanel. I love the new colors in the hair, girlfriend. It's really
Shout
cute.
out.
Love
Hey
like
Raven girl, you better do it, honey. Though I'm
and I
excited
did
to hmm?
I did like the Johnny and EJ scenes, like as far as like their I think that I don't want to say Johnny is understanding him as a man and outside of his father, but I feel like it was a level of I might not respect you, but I see you type of
Got
thing.
it. Yeah. It's like coming to like I don't want to say peace, but just a common ground as
Yeah,
well. Like it's
like a
always like
ceasefire.
yeah, like it's always like I started, and sometimes I talk personally, but I started to really, even though I love my dad, he'll always get on my nerves too, but also just viewing him and my mother as like people. They're not just parents. So like they're people and they try to do the best that they could. So
Right
I,
there.
thank them for that, but I'm also going to say my piece too. You know what I'm saying? So like coming to an understanding that about who your parents are as people, but also coming to an understanding as who you are as an adult and being able to say your piece too. So I did enjoy those scenes as well. So um let's mosey on down to General Hospital just so everyone knows we're not going to talk about Young and Restless today. Unfortunately, but they're still talking about Dumas over there. So that's what's going on over there, and they're still in Nice and wherever, and just doing their whole thingy majid and Kane being yeah. So let's just go right on to General Hospital.
Doom, doom, doom. Okay, listen, y'all. So, General Hospital had a few turns in the plot this week, I want to say. Um, we already talked about Natalia making her exit from the screen. Um, how it happened. Oh, is it happening today?
It happened basically, I feel like it happened Monday and then Tuesday kind of
Okay.
sealed the deal.
Okay, because, well, we can talk about it.
Yeah.
Um, I think it was very disheartening to not give her son any closure
Mm.
because, like, you're texting him. you're under the influence. He's like, I'm on my way. Like the foreshadowed that he's not going to be able.
To make it.
Yeah, like that was, I don't like how that happened. Like that was very sad. I don't know. I feel like sometimes I want exaggerated storylines, and when they do hit closer to home, it's like we want to escape from reality, and that could be a
Mhm.
lot of people's reality. So it was like a
Double-edged
damn type.
sword.
Yeah, absolutely. Baby Daisy had her christening this week. Somebody is after Baby Daisy. Who do you think it is?
For me personally, it's probably Willow who had a mental break. She probably thinks
You
she's
think,
now.
we
That would be
haven't
Sophie,
had a personality in a while.
especially
We
in
have
general. We haven't had
no,
that. It's usually one person acting like they do, but they really don't.
really
That
don't. But like for her to have a snap moment, oh, I'm totally down with that. And I just feel like with Erica coming in, Vicky Nikki, let's get some pointers. Like
that
one of
part.
the best that ever's done it,
Ever done.
So
Just saw
I
a clip of that
think
too. God, that was so good.
I think that'd be really interesting. Like that's really interesting. Um, Also, what else?
It was a dry week, I feel
It's
like. The clips that I
Rocco after
saw,
Liverpool.
The Portia and Curtis thing, I'm so over that. Like who
So okay, it's coming back to me. I remember I watched it. Cody lied and said that he knew where the
Oh,
drugs came from, and he took Tracy's car, and it was for the horse. And he's talking about this the receipt. It was right here in my pocket. I'm like, Cody, you slay me. You slay me.
That whole press conference, Jane Elliott is a gem. Michael E. Knight is funny too. Shout out to Tad
Yes.
Forever, Tad and Dixie for always. That whole scene was definitely funny, and it also needed to like stick it to what's his name, Drew. Can't stand him. But I
Yeah.
was also upset with like Kai
How do
telling
you feel about
Drew.
that?
He was gonna get so much hate. I couldn't believe he did that because now it's just like if you knew something that has to deal with my family and you tell this man, that's a
You supposed to
problem.
be with me, and you
You,
heard it in the privacy of our home.
yep,
A problem.
you my man. So like, was that?
Like,
You know what I'm saying? Like,
so you don't owe Drew no loyalty because the surgery didn't work.
uh-uh.
So
And
you
I
don't owe
don't
that.
like the character of Curtis. Y'all know I don't like him. And I refuse to say that that man is Trina Robinson's daddy. Hell no. That man is not her dad. I need a retcon story immediately. But even I have to say that like that was messed up of Kai. Like that was messed up. Like I can't say anything else about it. That was screwed up. Portia's getting on my nerves, but shout out to Jordan for putting her in her place where they had that like argument
Shout out
scene.
to Jordan. I love that scene. I absolutely love that scene. I forgot about it. So you just brought it back up. Like it
Yeah.
was spicy. It was like black girl action. I loved it. Do I feel like Portia was out of her lane?
Yes.
Absolutely. Come
Yes.
on, it's inappropriate how you sitting
Yeah.
there talking to my husband. Go talk to your
You
husband.
took it right out my mouth. Go talk to your husband. Why are you
That is
talking
my
to me?
ex-husband.
I'm
And he was my
not good.
ex-husband before he was your husband. And she like, me and Curtis family. Me and Curtis will always be family.
She like that. Mm.
Because
But
last time
it
I checked, her name was Jordan Ashford.
she never changed her name.
Hello.
She never changed it. Cause I let me get married and we getting a divorce. I'm changing my name immediately. Like probably wouldn't even to be honest, if I get married, I'm not changing my last name. If anything, it'll be hyphened at that. The way things is going now in the world, I might need to keep it. But yeah, like for me, I always hate when a woman goes to the woman. Why are you coming to me? I have no obligation to you, period. Like you need to be
Seriously.
going to your husband and figuring out why he keeps going to Jordan. What's the problem? My thing is you have so much smoke for Jordan. Where's that smoke for your husband? Because he be having smoke for you too. How about you go in on him and bring up Miss Wu? How about you go in on him and bring up how judgmental he is? How about you go in on him and talk about how his high standards that he doesn't even place on himself, Portia? That's what you
Amen.
need to do.
Tell it,
Like,
sister.
and I and I'm okay with Portia. I'm not a Portia hater, but I'm gonna call a spade a spade. Like, no. Absolutely not. I was looking at that like, girl, no. And meanwhile, Curtis gets to skate free and got two great business, smart, intelligent women wanting him. What does Curtis have? Not a damn thing. I would have been over there with Isaiah. Okay. Hey, Dr. Isaiah Gannon, what you need? Portia and Jordan need to be over there. Fuck a Curtis. I said it with my full chest. Can't stand that character. Like, mm-mm. Child, what's the next topic?
You
'Cause
know, okay, so I have nothing else for General Hospital, but I've been sitting on this, and I think instead of breakout performer, because it's been kind of like light
Dry.
lately, let's do our breakout scene of the week.
Ooh, I like that idea. See how she just springs stuff on me? She didn't even tell me. Like, I gotcha, bitch. Ooh, you go first. What was your breakout scene of the week?
I have two. I'll be fair.
Okay.
Beyond the Gates, all the men in the room. I feel like it was the Spider-Man meme. Everybody pointing fingers. We're all here. I thought it was nice to see that connection. And then I really enjoyed the Johnny and EJ conversation.
I like that. Okay. For me, because I am on the spot, but what I'm thinking what truly stuck out to me the most would be Anita's scenes from
Yes.
BTG Beyond the Gates when she was speaking with her both of her daughters. Like I just appreciated the way she was talking to them, and she was still gentle with Nicole, but told her the truth and what it is. And then she also was very comforting to Danny and also let her know what it is. So I thought that that was a very lovely mother scene as well. I also did enjoy the scene having Chelsea have these two women fighting over her. So that was cute. I was like, I thought that was like very, very cute as well. Um,
Oh,
it's,
and it was it's like a
yes.
fight.
And
I
how
see you,
homegirl just,
girl.
and you saw how she just slid in the chair when the doctor got up. I was like, you have no shame. Like, whoa, okay, girl. Like, all
None.
right. And also, I have to say too, I did enjoy the scene with on Days of Our Lives with Shane and Tate because I think people forget that that's his grandfather. So like and it just brings back the lineage, the legacy of it all, like everything to know and understand that Tate's grandparents were a super couple. People loved Shane and Kimberly. I didn't really know about them growing up and watch because I started watching Days on my own when I was like a teenager. So
Okay.
I'm just finding out about, not just finding out now, but a couple maybe like in my 20s about like Shane and Kimberly. And I really do need to see their storyline because people loved it a lot. So I need to like go back and see that. But I did enjoy just having scenes with Shane and Tate talk, just
Yeah.
talking. Because sometimes I felt like in the past days would forget about their family connections. And there's a lot of family that is connected on Days of Our Lives, like a lot. So yeah. But I guess that brings us to the end of our Soapwire podcast brought to you by the TV Cave and once again sponsored by Katie Waltman. Okay, katiewaltman.com. You have handcrafted pieces, beautiful charms. Go ahead and put in a promo code Soapwire together and get a lovely discount. Also noting, please be sure to follow Soapwire on Blue Sky, and that is together. Follow Soapwire on Instagram, which is soap_wire. You can follow me on Instagram or Twitter at lady2wise_asa and on Blue Sky as lady2wiseasa, no underscore.
And I am on Instagram, Neen_Amanda and Neen_the therapist. And then Twitter, Kiss My Neen. Blue Sky. I be forgetting about Blue Sky, y'all. I'm gonna start getting back on there. I promise you, it's life be life, but I
Okay.
miss the.
Never. Mm-hmm. So, and also please note, we are not sure. You may get a drop from us next week. We're not sure. If not, we will definitely publicize it on Instagram and on Blue Sky. Or it could be a solo episode, or it could be a special guest. You never know how we want to do it. But I know we're about to go ahead and watch Love Island, obsess about Nicolandria, which is definitely not happening, but who gives a fuck? Because it's our dream and our delusion. And on that note, we'll see you later and have a great rest of your week. Bye.